All right, folks, welcome back. It's another year comes to a close. Time to get nostalgic. It's time for Game of the Year.
Yeah.
Dun,
Like
dun.
a month after the Game Awards.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Gate 3.
tried to be more timely, but it
Alan Wake 2.
just didn't work.
Life gets busy.
My Game of the Year is Sonic Superstars. I honestly keep forgetting. See, I forget that game happened, and yet I have the standee
Yeah,
right
you
there.
have a standee
I have the
on
stand
your PS5.
that I barely play.
It's collecting
You'll get
It's-
there eventually.
I started playing Spider-Man.
There you go.
I did. And I haven't played it since. I need to get better about that. Anywho, all right, guys. So time for our Game Awards video. If you guys remember our last one, we each have picked up to 5 nominees, and we're gonna each list them out, tell you why we like them, and then at the end we'll tell you who our pick is. And if you disagree, then I'm sorry. Then that's life.
Yeah, that'd suck.
That's how the crooked.
If you disagree, put it in a massive paragraph comment as to why you do.
No, I want hate comics. If you want to throw some hate, you have to draw an entire comic. Because
Yes.
if you can stay mad for an entire comic drawing, then you deserve the anger.
It's standard practice, really.
In standard procedure.
Everybody just hate comics nowadays.
Indeed.
You know, if you're not doing that, you're just not following the
You're just
trend,
not trying. If you're not trying, you're not dying. All right, so we're gonna start it off with Chris.
Oh,
What are your picks?
All right. So number 1, Kirby Return to Dreamland Deluxe, and specifically noting the Magalore epilogue at the end, because a remake is a remake, right? It's a very well done remake, but the added content of the Magalore story at the end, it's super fun. The progression is great. I love Magalore as a character, just a little Dimblo over there with his magic. Very fun to play. The next game I have on there is Cassette Beasts. It's like Pokemon, but it's not like Pokemon. You get these creatures that are out in the world. They end up getting tied to cassettes. It's got some really lovely music, some pretty solid combat. Characters are fun. There's some like cult stuff going on. I don't know, very interesting story. Fun to explore. The world is very dynamic, and there's like constantly side quests and stuff popping up. So that's number 2. Number 3, Honkai Star Rail, because I'm a sad Genshin and Hoyoverse games addict, but really Honkai Star Rail, for a gacha game, has done an incredible job with its stories, its game mechanics, like character voice actor delivery has been really on point. It's been an actually engaging story, narrative. The content that they keep updating it with has been stellar so far, and I think it's actually going to be a gacha game that lasts a while and keeps me interested, because all the characters that they release are like new and different and make you engage with the game in different ways, and it's super fun. Number 4 on the list is Hollow Cure Save the Fans. In the past year, there has been a surge of, I guess you would call them vampire survivors type games, where you are a character on a screen and you're killing hordes of enemies, and you get like big flashy rewards, and most of the attacks that happen on the screen are like automated, but you get to move around and collect the experience and stuff. And this game is free, and I don't watch VTubers. I don't. However, it's so well done that I looked up VTubers to figure out who the characters I was playing as were, because they were just so unique. Each character functioned very differently, and everybody's kit is like different references to like these different VTubers and like the content they create and the stuff they do. And it was just intriguing, and it's a very addicting game. It's very fun. The rounds last like 20 minutes. It's a perfect time killer type game. So yeah, free games don't often get a mention, but I wanted to throw Honkai Star Rail and Hollow Cure and one other game onto this list. The last being Grand Blue Fantasy vs. Rising. This is a game that came out in December. It is a fighting game, and it had a previous iteration, which was Grand Blue Fantasy Versus, which happened right before the pandemic and didn't have good online. So naturally, it died. Problem is, Grand Blue Fantasy is a huge franchise in Japan, and the owner of said franchise loves fighting games, so he really wanted to make this dream work. So they take these really cool characters in this incredibly built-up world over the past, like, I don't know how long Grand Blue Fantasy has even been out. It's a gacha game we can't play over here in America unless you do shady stuff, aka download the Japanese App Store. But the fighting game itself has incredible mechanics. The characters are all unique and interesting. It's a beautiful game to look at. All of the like art and the moves themselves are very fun to play at, or are very fun to use and just like watch happen. It also has a Fall Guys mode, so it's a fighting game, but you can also play Fall Guys with all your friends. So it's like 2 games in one. There's a lot of customization in it, and they're going to keep adding characters, and I think it has legs. I think it's got a great future ahead of it, and I've been playing a lot of it in just the past month, and that enough has convinced me that it at least merits being on this list. So, quite the variety on my list, but those are my 5.
Very nice, man. It's funny you mentioned Cassette Beasts. I've had that game downloaded on my Switch for months, and I just have not met. I've been meaning to play. I haven't gotten around to playing it yet.
Yeah, give it a try.
Do you know if it's like longer or shorter than like the new Dragon Quest?
Shorter.
Okay,
Shorter.
I might hit that one up first just so I can like.
Yeah, I think you could beat it in like 20-25 hours.
Okay, cool.
Good.
All right, cool. My weekend's set. All right, so very nice, Chris and Mike. Mike, you can go next. We'll go clockwise.
All right. So this was definitely the year I did not play as many games. I was definitely struggling to find all the games that I thought I'd play that came out like last year or the years before. No, but in no particular order. The first one's only because, again, this was a game that came out this year, but the Indigo Disc and Teal Mask.
Fair. I think we counted DLCs last time.
Okay.
Yeah, because I did Sunbreak.
That
was my game of the year.
And I did Cuphead.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't call it game of the year, but I was hesitant. The Teal Mask was like, okay, all right, just, collect
like spoilers.
This is a spoiler-free review, but I liked it. And then I will say, Indigo Disc, with the fact that it's Unova inspired, and the fact the Synchro Machine where you can
run around as your Pokemon.
Right.
It's nice. I do think that the old Sword and Shield, their DLCs were slightly better.
You think?
I liked the Tundra.
Yeah, Crown Tundra was so good.
It was very good.
Yeah, Calyrex looks like a stupid fuckhead.
I was gonna say,
but Calyrex's design aside, I think like Dynamax Raid Adventures were fun to do over and over again, unless you're fighting Zygarde.
That's significantly less fun.
Yeah, he's worse than every other.
And each story was like, you got the Calyrex storyline, you got the legendaries, of the Reggie whatever,
right?
Yeah,
and the Galarian birds. They were really cool. But keeping on this here, I have that game, and then I had Mario Wonder.
Okay.
I felt like after Super Mario's Wii, there wasn't like a game other than Bowser's Fury that like was like, oh wow, like it got me engaged, because otherwise the platformers kind of felt like the same.
Do you mean like? What about Super Mario Odyssey, my guy?
I haven't played Super Mario Odyssey.
Oh, it's so good.
But Super Mario Wonder is like super creative though. It's like genuinely fun.
Oh yeah.
Essentially Mario on drugs, and you saw the piranha plants on parade.
Oh yes.
That was so charming. My number one. No, okay. It's not my number one pick. This is the final one.
Oh, Mike, you're helping them narrow it down.
No,
phone.
I listed it as a countdown.
That's why
Only because I have to remember it, but I did play this one. It was, I loved it a lot. It was Pizza Tower. Have you played Pizza Tower?
I have not, though I've seen the memes.
It is hilarious. It's inspired by Wario Land. It's the very 90s.
That makes way too much sense.
The soundtrack's amazing. You can tell a lot of love was put into this, but it follows Peppino Spaghetti, who's just an Italian man filled with pasta and anger and rage, trying to defeat the main antagonist, which is a floating pizza. You fight the Noid.
This is literally just pizza pasta from the first Punch Out.
Fight the Noid.
You fight the Noid. I'm happy.
Oh my god.
Oh, no,
I gotta play. Is this on Switch?
It's not on Switch, but it's on like Steam. And...
Okay, I'm gonna give that a shot.
It's not a very intensive game, is it?
No, it's some of the bosses are difficult, but it's
No, I mean graphically.
No.
I'm looking at Eric's shit laptop.
My poor thing is melting.
I think it'll
I'm
handle
just
it.
wondering if it could handle it. It probably could.
It can handle Cuphead.
Then it can.
It handled Cuphead pretty.
It can handle Pizza Tower.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are my picks.
All right, so I guess that that just leaves me then. Oh man.
Yeah, bro.
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 Man. I said, man, this ain't my dad. This is a cell phone.
This is my top 5.
This is my top 5. I took them and threw them on the ground. Anyways, all right. So in no particular order. So first off, I've got Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe. Very solid game. I loved. I've actually never beaten Kirby's Return to Dreamland before on Wii.
It's a good ass game.
It is a good ass game. I only ever played it with you guys because the only time that because for the longest time the only copy I had was on USB loader, and that one kept you remember kept breaking every time I tried to boot it up.
Dude, we used to play. Remember the True Arena?
Oh yeah, we stayed up till like 3 a.m. doing.
But we were young, and I've never beaten that. Like,
oh yeah, no.
I've soloed it multiple times because I was like addicted.
You were into it.
That is the first like boss battle thing that I got obsessed with.
Oh, we stand boss rush games.
I think I did it with Ninja Kirby, Fighter Kirby. Laura did it with Meta Knight, and yeah. So we have our first, second, and third place on True Arena are all solo runs of the mode.
Nice.
But yeah, I'm with you there on
Yeah.
Dreamland Deluxe.
Fantastic game. And the Magaland stuff, oh, great.
Oh, yes.
Fantastic addition to an already solid game.
I didn't even mention that. Yeah.
I was referring to the...
Oh, the epilogue?
Yeah.
But also
also Magaland, yeah. But also that. So yeah, then I also have Super Mario Bros. Wonder on my list. Absolutely phenomenal game. Best 2D Mario we've had since, like...
The last 2D Mario.
No, because New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe is not... It's a fine game, it's just a creatively bankrupt game.
Do you remember we saw the trailer and we saw Elephant Mario, like, I don't know about this one.
I just didn't know about the art style. It's also the first, it's also sadly the first Mario game without Charles.
Yeah.
Weeb.
I don't remember the name of the guy who filled in for him.
I don't care, it's not Charles. It's not Charles.
You don't like his Wowie Zowie?
I like it fine, it's just not Charles.
Eric, did you play with or without the talking flowers?
You can turn them off.
Yeah,
yes, Kotaku made a whole article about turning them off.
What do you do? They're like, oh, is it something I've said?
I didn't want to turn them off. I like them.
Like, yeah.
I thought they'd get old, but no, they're really funny, actually. So yes, then, now on to the games that are actually original to my list. So first things first, we got Dredge. I have never had a game where I've never had a game where I saw a trailer and immediately just had an overwhelming urge to play a game. That wasn't a part of any regular series I play, you know? This is just a completely new game I'd never heard of. I saw the trailer on a whim on the Nintendo on the Nintendo YouTube channel.
Oh.
And I was just like, oh, that looks interesting. What is it? And I click on it and I watched it. I'm like, oh my god, because there's this Twitter or Reddit thread where they're talking about this fishing game where you over time you fish up abomination fishes and you start mutating into a abomination yourself if you catch too many, or you just ignore everything and just kind of fish. And if you complete your fishing guide, you get a exclusive ending that says you did a real good job.
Real with R-E.
Exactly.
Nice.
And I was like, man, I want a game like that. And then I saw this where a game where you fish up fucked up fish, and I was like, it's close. It's not that, but it is very close to what I wanted, and it is a very good game. The atmosphere in that game, it's a horror game, but it's not scary. It's eerie.
Okay.
It's ominous.
Foggy lake.
It nails the feeling of boating at night and just being out there alone on the water and you don't know what's out there.
Oh, that's cool.
It's really dope. Alright, so next up I have Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom.
Oh yeah, that came out this year. I didn't play it.
That game.
Yeah.
That game was a phenomenal game. I will admit, it took everything Breath of the Wild did and made it bigger, made it better. Well, I don't know better, but it did something different, and it was distinct enough to where it's not. I suppose it's called DLC. It's not DLC.
But yeah, they were planning on making DLC, and they decided it was big enough. They had so much content, just make it a game.
That's gonna be the story of Silk Song when it comes out.
This is where I'd play Silk Song if I had it.
Didn't they say it'd come out 5 years ago.
I thought
Well, they announced it 5 years ago.
I thought it was supposed to come out this year because like Xbox had it on their list or
That
something.
was the idea.
That was the
But that's
goal.
the thing is Xbox tried to hold Team Cherry to like a release date, and Team Cherry was like, "No, we're releasing
you.
it when it's done."
It'll be
said
out
it
when
was-
it's out.
I can appreciate that, but can you tell us something?
Yeah, they go very radio silent sometimes.
Anyways, though, that's a rant for a different day.
Yeah, that's a rant for next year's Game of the Year when it comes out.
No, it's
maybe,
probably-
hopefully.
It's gonna be like Metroid Prime 4. It's never coming out. But yeah, so Tears of the Kingdom, fantastic game. I'll get into so like I had a good time playing it. It's a very meaty game. I don't know how it took us 121 episodes and the Game Grumps beat it in 70. But so I had two big gripes with it.
Mm-hmm.
And neither of them are particularly fair because it's not the game's fault. Well, actually, no. One of them is the game's fault. One was the fact that I got. Do you guys know the story?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're all. No one's getting spoiled
Yeah,
here.
go ahead.
Cool. I got Zelda being the dragon spoiled. Yeah, and I was so pissed off because that's such a cool revelation, and then I felt rushed to play the rest of the game to like beat it, so that way cause I didn't want anything else to get spoiled. Mm-hmm. So I was like rushing to the end, which then ties into my next big gripe with that game, Gloom. I fucking hate the Gloom mechanic, and it basically kind of ruins parts of that game for me, especially the final boss.
What is Gloom?
Gloom is essentially so when you take damage via monsters with that are like have like void on them or whatever. What is it called?
Gloom.
Is it called Gloom? Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
I thought like whatever the heck they had on like the gooey stuff in Breath of the
I
Wild.
think that might actually just be called Gloom.
Okay, so when you get attacked by a monster that's infected with gloom, you get instead of getting normal damage, you get gloom hearts, which gloom hearts cannot be healed by normal food. You either A, have to go into the sunlight, or B, eat stuff that's made with Sundelion, which by the way, those don't heal your hearts. They just make those hearts not gloom hearts anymore, so you have to re-heal them.
Oh.
And the final boss uses gloom hearts.
Yes, and they don't tell you he uses Gloom Hearts. I
Right.
don't think.
And then they lock you into him, so you have to like reload all the way back behind this like ridiculous like long fight
Yep.
you have to do before him. And it's just an overall unpleasant experience.
Yeah. Really
And
cool final boss.
It's a really
right?
cool final boss. My only thing is the fact that like it's such a long final boss that like by the time you get to like his third phase, you're like on like 2 health and you have no clue what he's about to do to you.
His? The final boss isn't Zelda?
I know, I'm shocked. I'm just as shocked as you guys.
Yep.
But yeah, that's my rant for that. And then my last game, and I'm honestly surprised that it made it onto the list because this is a franchise I've had like no interest in until this year really. Pikmin 4.
Heck yeah.
Pikmin 4. That game, I played Pikmin 3 Deluxe. I got it for Christmas last year? 2 years ago? I got it for Christmas at some point. And I picked it up, and it was... I played it. I played the game. It was a fun game. I had a lot of fun. I'm like, man, this is good. I want more. But unfortunately, I couldn't have more because Nintendo hadn't put Pikmin 1 and 2 on anything, and Pikmin 4 was taking forever. Then they finally announced Pikmin 4. I'm like, oh, this is cool. I think I might I might like not buy it immediately, but I'll give it a shot. And then I saw that I don't know why on a whim I said, yeah, I'll pre-order it because you get these cute little Pikmin pins that come with it. And
look at him go.
And I was super stoked. Like, oh, you know what? Yeah, I will give it a shot. It looks like it'll be fun. I'm excited. And then I played it, and oh my god, it was such a good game. It was such a fun game. It was challenging, but it wasn't like stressful. And the fact that I wasn't nearly as invested in it as Tears of the Kingdom meant that I wasn't as nervous about things getting spoiled for me. Because I will say that about Tears of the Kingdom. That is probably one of the video game stories I've gotten the most invested in like years. I'm like, I need to know what happens next.
For sure.
Yeah, overall, just a very Pikmin 4 is a very delightful game, very fun game. I love Ochi. The second half of the second half of the game is just I gotta save my dog, so we're gonna save my dog, and that's like that's all I need.
And it actually got like a nomination.
Did it?
Yeah, for best strategy game, I think.
I was gonna say I was gonna ask if it won, but I don't think it. I don't know. I'd be surprised if it did. Well, it's got a nomination here for Game of the Year.
Yeah, darn Skippy.
And that's my list. That's what I got.
Right on.
All right. So, do we want to say all of ours at once?
Yeah, after a big dramatic drum roll.
Yes, and then cut the video.
And just
no explanation.
No, I would say we cut it at halfway.
You remember the SpongeBob and the Krusty Krab or the Krabby Patty formula? And it just cuts off.
As you're gonna say the da 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 da.
Heavy breathing.
Same. Honestly.
So we want to go back around the circle?
Sure, might as well.
Sure. All right.
All right, Chris. Game of the year. Go.
My game of the year is. Oh, thank you for the drum roll. I don't even know if the mic picks that up. Grand Blue Fantasy vs. Rising.
Oh, wow.
It's going to be my game of the year.
Oh, wow.
I've been anticipating this game for a long time. They have done so much that in the fighting game world is lauded as more than respectable. Some of it is very innovative. They're doing something that other modern fighting games haven't done recently, which is you can play the game for free. You can download the game for free.
We like that.
There are 4 characters. 3 of them rotate out every week, so you get to try different characters each week. But you get to... I want to say you can play the first part of the story for free. You can fight your friends for free in online lobbies. You can play ranked for free. You can play the Fall Guys mode for free. It's all free, dog. Buying the game means you get the rest of the story and the characters and a little more freedom within the game itself. But the fact that so many people can try the game, and it is a very well-made game. It's not filled with bugs or glitches or infinites or anything like that oftentimes fighting games release with. They feel unfinished or unpolished. This feels very polished, very finished. I love the character designs. So for me, it's a game I'm going to be playing a lot with a lot of people, and through to 2024, it will carry hard. So that is my game of the year.
Fantastic.
I do want to pick that up, but that sounded like an ad read.
No, not even an ad read. It's just so good that it sounds like an ad read.
And now the sponsor of today's video.
Have you heard of the critically acclaimed MMORPG Final Fantasy? All right, Mike. Game of the year.
I accidentally spoiled it, but it's Pizza Tower. I mean, it's wacky. It's zany. It wasn't too terribly long, and just the fact it was at some points it was tough, but it was just fun. I was looking forward to dying. Just so that you lose against the boss just to get the opportunity.
I look forward to dying too.
Same here, bro.
They have so many hidden details, and just the fact that they do when you're fighting you're fighting the Noid. I'm sorry, it's called the Noise. But every time you because you have a chance to go at the enemy before it flashes, so you get the chance to hit him. He flips you off.
That's funny.
Maybe I should play Pizza Tower.
I gotta play. How much is this game?
I forget.
I'd guess it's only $10.
That's what I was thinking. $10 sounds about right.
Let's see, on Steam.
I didn't know it was a platform. I thought it was a puzzle game.
It was 20, but now there's a sale. It's 15.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. And the soundtrack is so good.
Oh yeah. God.
And just again, I don't want to add spoilers. But all the characters are there. Just the fact they have an opening credits thing where they announce, it's Peppino going out of business.
Oh.
And just seeing just the 20 seconds of the opening scene is just so hilariously stupid that it's
Is it pixel art or is it
It's pixel art. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, no, I recommend it.
Okay, cool. All right, I guess that just leaves me then.
All right. Yeah. The moment of truth.
And my game of the year is Pikmin 4.
Yeah, that tracks.
Yeah. It was honestly really close between that and Tears of the Kingdom. Just that and maybe Dredge. Dredge was see, Tears of the Kingdom just had well, you heard my rant. Too much negative attached to that. Especially because the one thing that wasn't fair was the spoiler thing.
Yeah.
But it definitely impacted my experience. It had really high highs, really low lows. But Pikmin 4 was just kind of pretty good all the way through.
Yeah, every time you boot up the game, there's no resentment. There's
Right, I'm
no
just like,
anything.
I'm
It's just
here.
Pure.
I'm here to explore this tiny world with my dog.
Yeah, and that pure, like, I'm just excited to boot it up every time is how I feel about Grand Blue. I'm not going to it because I'm like, ugh, I gotta play, like...
I gotta beat this so I
fight
can
certain
finish the
characters
story.
or something. No, I'm getting on there and I'm like, I get to play my character and do cool stuff.
Right.
And that's awesome.
Very fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, love the game, and it's a... It's good. It's also the beautiful game too.
Yeah,
very relaxing.
It looks nice.
Oh yeah, it's very nice. I love the graphics. I can't wait for Pikmin 5 if we ever get it.
Well, Pikmin 4 did really well, is my understanding.
As far as I'm aware, it did well for a Pikmin game.
Yeah,
though.
The hope is that it keeps doing well. That people buy it as like a staple for the system. So.
In fact, I think I may have shown this before. I got the an amiibo.
Oh, the audience is gonna love seeing.
They're gonna love seeing this. Hey guys, listen to it. The freaking family.
That was the blue Pikmin specifically. That's what it sounds like when Olimar throws Pikmin onto your cranium and kills you.
Hey, Mr. Pewterschmidt, remember how you said I'd never amount to anything? Well, listen to this. That a Mercedes?
Oh, yeah?
I'm sure they're gonna love that sound.
Yeah, oh, fantastic.
But yeah, just overall, fantastic game. Very fun, very cute. Love all the Pikmin. Very hard to get the pink Pikmin. Very weird. It was really difficult to get those. I don't know why. It's like, okay.
I wouldn't know. I need to play it.
Right?
But 3 very different, but 3 very quality games.
Indeed.
For this game.
Indeed. And we recommend all these games that you go out and play. Yep. And one of these games is a lot easier to acquire, to pick up than the rest of them.
Well, and we're looking forward to the ones next year that they're announced.
Yes.
I don't know if I'm not sure.
2024 is going to be a wild.
I don't know if they said Jurassic Park. That's when they were coming.
Oh God, yes! I want that game.
I'm so sorry, but I already know my game of the year for next year.
Oh yeah.
It's Paper Mario, dog.
Oh yeah. It's gonna be...
Spoiler alert!
Spoilers!
Spoiler alert for next year's video.
Guys, forget that.
If I don't say Paper Mario,
we have the right to shoot him.
Yeah.
Well, that means something came out that was so tremendous.
Yes.
Outshone
Oh
that.
yeah.
It would have to outshine.
Oh my God, if that ever happens, like I don't even know if we could.
Dude, is it me? I'm more excited for like upcoming games than like movies. I don't know if this is anything.
Honestly. I'm hyped for Godzilla X Kong.
That's fair.
I mean,
Godzilla's eating good right now.
He is.
But that's something we could talk about in different episodes.
We could.
Different playthroughs.
Absolutely. Real quick, what is your guys' most anticipated game of next year?
I just said a door.
Okay, Mike, what's yours?
I was looking at the ones they were putting out. I think there was a sci-fi one called Exo something.
Okay.
That looked kind of cool.
I know what you're talking about.
It was like the sci-fi.
Oh, okay.
I know what you're talking about. Yes. Oh, there's also not just Paper Mario, and I think it's coming out next year. I think it's called ReFantasio. It's essentially Persona 6.
Oh, okay.
But I think it's a little edgier than the Persona series is. It's like halfway between Shin Megami Tensei and Persona, and it looks really good. So.
Oh, the Peach game.
See, I was gonna say, I'm hyped for Princess Peach Showtime.
That's what it's called.
That looked cool. It was like it's as if it's like I thought it was just gonna be like a generic platform. It's like a bunch of different. Like,
it's interesting.
It's like,
a cooking game and one.
Actually,
I hate to say this, but it's like Balan Wonderworld if it was actually done correctly. Like.
Yeah. Right. Seriously.
Because that game I could feel was supposed to be like a variety game.
Oh yeah.
Like that was the intention. It was executed so horribly.
I was so excited for that game because I love the circus aesthetic.
Yeah, it was a digital circus type beat.
Yeah, and then it just kind of was shit. So like my most hyped games, they got that Princess Peach, and then like the Jurassic Park Survivor game, assuming that's like assuming that comes out next year. I want more dinosaur horror. Yeah, we need more dinosaur horror.
Like.
I love dinosaur horror. Dinosaurs are scary. Make them scary. And I can't think of anything else that's like crazy. At least that we know about yet.
Yeah, because they're gonna drop stuff on like summer or something.
Yeah, and I can't say Monster Hunter Wilds because that's 2025.
Switch 2.
Switch 2.
GTA 6.
Dude, if they announce a new Pokemon game like Gen 10, I'm gonna have to. I'm
gonna throw hands. I'm gonna find like Satoru Iwata. Not Iwata. No, I'm sorry, buddy. What's the guy's name? Oh my God. Masuda. I'm gonna find Masuda. I'm just like we're gonna throw hands. Yeah. Like slow the fuck down.
I was like, that's it. I'm done Pokemon. I'm like, and Gen 5 remakes. I'm like,
Nobody wants these every year. But I would take Gen 5 remakes. Just don't make them like Brilliant Diamond Shining.
Oh god,
make them like Oris.
That might be the first. If they do like BDSP, I am probably that might be the first Pokemon game I actually pass on.
And I would be so sad because I should have passed on Shining Pearl. But
yes, I should have too. I was this close to buying the special edition Switch Lite for that game.
Oh yeah, because that looked really cool.
Yeah, it did. I have the DS, but
put more effort into that casing than they did the game.
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
Well, on that sad note, 2023 comes to a close.
No, happy note, Pikmin.
Oh my god.
Get more Pikmin. Where's
You guys can't see it, but on this tiny table,
I need
he's
more.
Just putting all his Pikmin.
I only have 2 Pikmin. I need more Pikmin.
The sound of Pikmin.
Does he really leave the room? Caitlin, what? Get more Pikmin. Okay.
More Pikmin.
I don't have more Pikmin.
More Pikmin.
More Pikmin.
Gundams are close to Pikmin, right?
I don't think so.
They're just in space.
Those aren't even Gundams. Those are Zaku's.
Oh, Gundam, there he is.
It's him, it's Gundam. Here's say his favorite line. Every gun has its dumb. Alright, folks. So that is our game of the years, and thank you all so much for tuning in for another year of our videos. We hope to see you guys next time. Bye!